Do you like chocolate, Ember?
I could eat it every day.
This is a little chocolate obsessed child here. In fact, both of them are kind of chocolate obsessed.
Yeah,
Yep, that
I'm
one
not
over here.
I'm not chocolate obsessed when you can't really see me.
And then this baby over here, there we go. She will probably be obsessed. If you're chocolate obsessed like we are, then this is the video you should be watching to see how long you should store chocolate for the longest term possible. Hey everyone, Morgan and family here. So we have a little bit of Easter candy. It's around Easter at the time of making this video, so we decided to get some extra candy to have our chocolate stockpile to add to it.
Got extra candy like these little chocolate eggs.
Any type of chocolate is going to be great in the freezer or fridge. In fact, I always keep a couple bags of chocolate chips in the freezer, and then when we're using them, actively using them, we keep them in the fridge because, well, we live in the South and it gets kind of hot and we don't want them to melt. Anyway, it just keeps in the fridge and it's totally great. Now, over time, chocolate might oxidize, like there might be this little white bit on the outside. I don't know if you've ever opened up like the Valentine's heart candies, you know, like the exposed, the really good ones. You'll see it on the video here. Anyway, if you've ever opened those up and then left a few in there for a few days, you might see it start to turn a little white or something. That's nothing wrong with it. In fact, even if your chocolate is starting to go rancid, it may taste a little off, but it actually really won't hurt you. Like it won't even probably make you sick. It'll just be like, this tastes a little different. Now, how long does chocolate last on its own without doing anything to it? If you keep it in the original packaging, it can last a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Actually, chocolate can last quite a while before it starts going rancid, just like this. If you keep it in the fridge or the freezer, it will extend the shelf life even more. So even in an emergency or disaster, if your freezer or fridge aren't working and you don't have a backup power supply for it, you can just take it out of the fridge or freezer and it's great for another year or 2 or whatever, right? For however long this emergency or disaster is lasting, right? So this says Best Buy 2026 and this is 2025 at the time of making this video. So that's a year that it's saying it's Best Buy. But of course, we know that things last longer past the Best Buy date. All right, so the best types of chocolate to store would be dark chocolate or milk chocolate. Another best one is going to be M&M's because it has that candy coating and protects the chocolate, and it also does help keep it from melting. Anything with the candy coating like this as well. This is the Easter candy coating, candy coated milk chocolate. Anything like that will be really good for storing as well. If you want to store it outside of your fridge or freezer, you can store it in a Mylar bag. You can open them up or just throw them in, boom, just like this, and place them in the Mylar bag. Now, there's some debate whether you need an oxygen absorber or not. I would just go ahead and throw an oxygen absorber in there because when the chocolate does get exposed to oxygen, it can have that kind of white coating. It's not going bad, but oxidization, of course, will make things start to go bad quicker. But keeping them in the original packaging, especially the individually wrapped Kisses, individually wrapped chocolate bars, things like that. These are going to be really, really good for longer term storage, especially when they're placed in Mylar bags. You can also place your candies in a bucket, right? Just go ahead and throw all your candies in a bucket. Boom. And you can have all your candies in that bucket. You can make this like the chocolate bucket. And then you could have a gamma lid on it, which is what it's on it right now. And so you can easily access the chocolate. And this just keeps it in a secure spot. You could also do a 5-gallon Mylar bag in here and then place all of the candy in it and then put an oxygen absorber in that 5-gallon bag and seal it. Don't forget to seal any Mylar bags. Don't just close it like this. This zipper is not sealing. You need to heat seal it. Yeah, so anything with like a cream filling, some type of filling in it. There's lots of little truffles and things that you might get from like Valentine's Day that have like a filling inside of it. Those are not the best things to store in Mylar bags. If you want to store them in the fridge and freezer, fantastic. Do it all day long. Do it on the shelf. They'll be stable for a year or 2, right? But they're not great candidates for Mylar bag and sealing and that. But anything that is the straight dark chocolate or like milk chocolate bars, things like that, any of the individually wrapped Hershey Kisses, And then anything with candy coatings are really good. Chocolate chips by themselves, again, dark chocolate or milk chocolate are going to be good. The baking chocolates are really good to store as well. In World War II, Hershey's created a chocolate bar that wouldn't melt and was perfect for soldiers, to just have a nice chocolate treat. I would love to taste test this. This is a reproduction. They also have original ones, but I think I'd be safer taste testing the reproduction than the original ones from World War II. But let me know if you want me to taste test this D-ration.
You should buy all the chocolate in the world.
You should buy all the chocolate in the world because these M&Ms have chocolate in them.
Stock up on all the chocolate. It's a great morale booster. Have at least, a 5-gallon bucket full, because why not, right? What is surviving the apocalypse without chocolate, right? It's just no point. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching Conquer Tomorrow by Preparing Today, and we will talk to y'all later.
Talk to y'all later.